So we finally broke the curse. Actually, it's not like I really broke the curse. It's more like I actually watch more videos and gain more knowledge and just gain back my past knowledge that I've basically forgotten. And yeah, so let's get right into the trade, and I'm gonna be watching more videos, so I'll keep learning new things that can help me. Obviously, I won't change my strategy here and there. Like I won't just play with my strategy and not actually follow. Like I would act like I'm supposed to actually follow a strategy. And uh, as you can see, I like bottom tick this TP, this take profit, which was really good. Um, and it was perfectly 2RR, which was good. But I'm so tired. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be watching more videos to gain more knowledge, and not to also like over knowing can be a bad thing. Like too much knowledge is bad because like they might conflict with each uh confluence. But as long as I'm watching TJR and TJR only, like I won't obviously stick to TJR only, but it's better if I watch more of his videos, because like most of his videos, like everything is just one big strategy. Everything he teaches is just one big strategy, you know what I mean? But anyways, let's get right into the trade recap. So today was a really good day. No big news, no red folder news, only final wholesale inventories. um and next week, I mean tomorrow, there won't be any major news as well. There won't be any major news as well. However, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday there's red folder news. So I'm not gonna. So if my trade lasts until like 7, I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna cut out the trade because I don't want the trade to ride too long. So this trade, it took really long for some reason. At first, London session was like had really bad volatility at first. Like overall, Asia session had more volatility in terms of volatility. Yeah, obviously compared to London session. For some reason, I don't know why Asia session just moved well today. And also, I have like a new basically a new, more advanced version of my strategy. I'm not changing strategy. I'm just improving it. Uh, so this strategy only lets me trade in London session because that's when most commodities like gold move the best. But I'm considering switching to EU or USD, but you know, uh, that's like till when I want to switch. But anyways, into the trade recap. So I always scale to the daily time frame, like to check my bias for the day. So my bias is bearish for the day, but as you can see, we just uh hold up. Uh yeah. Oh, also my bias is bearish, as you can see, because we just inverse this for value gap, this daily for value gap right here, and we are on a bearish trend because we broke structure here. So I'm really looking for sells. So my strategy consists of now marking. First of all, I go into the 30-minute time frame and mark out my session highs and session lows. So for my Asia session lows, it would be here session Asia session high, Asia session. So for Asian session highs, it would be here. as and then so right here, right? So it would be Asian session. I always mark out the previous session highs and lows, and if price is close, I will also mark out like more previous day session highs and lows. So Asian session low was here, Asian session high was here, and uh we don't care about this was New York session. We don't care about New York session because it already got swept, and then New York session high would be here. But I didn't mark out here because there's no way price is gonna go, you know, like plus like 350 pips in one session. There's like no actual way. So secondly, I go into my 1 hour. Obviously, we mark out for 1 hour fair value gaps. So we have one fair value gap here and one fair value gap here. We mark out lows and highs as well. We have one high right here, but it really got swept. We had one high right here, which was really close to my daily high. I mean my previous session high, which both got swept. So high, a low right here, low right here, fair value gap right here, fair value gap right here, high right here, high right here. And 4 hour, I also mark out imbalances and lows and highs. So there's a low right here, imbalance right here, which ended up playing into my favor, and another low right here. But I didn't mark this out because price is obviously not gonna go there in one session. And yeah, and since my hourly, my daily, and my 4 hour was in the same trend, I even despite my 1 hour being bullish, I skipped to the 5 minutes. Price ended up sweeping Asian session highs in London session, so I could get rid of that. But I couldn't, obviously don't want to take a trade off here because I wanted this key level, which was this 1 hour high, to get swept, and it got swept. We see an inverse for value gap. We see a breaker structure here, and what am I looking for? I'm looking for confluences. We had this fair value gap, which ended up getting disrespected, so we could get rid of that. And the price was playing around for like 1 2 3 4 5 6 30 minutes. Like I was sitting my computer, I was like, damn, this price is so moving so weirdly now. And then I couldn't see anything, so I couldn't see anything. Like we had this order block right here, and we had this breaker block right here, but price was still within that order block range and was still within that breaker block range. So like uh those weren't my confluences. There were no fair value gaps getting formed, and price is slowly moving down. So I used equilibrium, this high right here to this low right here, and I skipped to the 1 minute, waited for a breaker structure, but I could have had a better entry if I saw this fair value gap. Could have entered here. Wait, was it here though? Wait, was it here? Wait, where was it? Was it here? Wait, I could have entered here. Could have entered here and get a better risk to reward ratio because we inverse this fair value gap. But I entered here on this breaker structure because I was like, at this moment I was busy calling someone. Like that's crazy. I was busy calling someone, and I wasn't in the room. Like I was so locked in, and then when it was about this time, I was like, damn, we're not gonna fill this equilibrium. And I went to call him for like solid 5 minutes. We ended up filling the equilibrium. Like when I left my room, I was like, all right, we're not gonna fill this equilibrium. Looks like there might be no trade today because it's already been 1 hour and there hasn't been trade. And then as soon as I left my room, price started to form. Price started to like respect the equilibrium and went down. And I was still calling someone. And could have entered off this inverse for value gap, and I was still calling someone. And yeah, it was a bad timing, but I still ended up entering off this candle right here, which was this breaker structure, which it's good and all. So like I feel like a breaker structure is a better confluence to a different side than a fair value gap, but still I'll still use an inverse fair value gap for a change of trends, but could have entered here and gotten a better risk to reward ratio. Hold on, let me see. 2.84 instead, close to 3. But I'm fine with 2. Anyways, my first TP was the end of this was the end of this for value gap, because price could tap in and reverse back. So my first TP was here. It's like a call 1.2 risk to roll ratio, and like I thought I was gonna lose. Like price went all the way down here and it edged me a little bit, and it went back up, but it was filling this fair value gap, and it went back down, hit my first TP. Then I set my positions to break even, and had my second TP on this 5-minute low, which was really prominent to me. I feel like I kind of got lucky. Like I had a really good feeling price was gonna sweep this low before going back up, which happened, but it still filled this for value gap again and went back down. But and it's and now price is sweeping New York session lows and possibly going higher. But look, I bottom tick this TP. So yeah, this was my trade recap. I did actually pretty good. What could I have done better? Lock in when it's time to trade, because I also had a class when this happened, so I was like double, like had my hands full, so I have to lock in more so to get a better risk to reward ratio. And yeah, I made about like 100 demo bucks. So yeah, so I broke the curse today. Could have entered better, but overall I basically fixed all my mistakes that I had from my past 3 trading losses, and put it all into one. And yeah, so and I won. It's a calm 2 RR. And yeah, that's about all. My final TP was 2 R and my first TP was 1 R. And yeah, that's about all. Thanks.